Broncos country, we got breaking news. Man, we are getting it done. George Payton, Sean Payton are really cooking during this bye week, man. This is some crazy stuff. So a few days ago, we had Wil Lutz, the kicker, re-signed, re-extended. And last night, late, we had Luke Wattenberg, the center for the Denver Broncos, was extended on a 4-year, $48 million deal. And then today, what do we have? Today we got another player. So like and subscribe, guys. If you love Bronco football and you love Denver sports, appreciate it. Check the other videos out. Subscribe, like the channel. And then most importantly, man, hit me up in the comments whether you're out there trolling or not, or you disagree with me or not. I love it all. I really, really do. Even if I give a little attitude, I love it, man. So let's have some fun and let's enjoy this day before Thanksgiving. So here it is, baby. The Broncos are signing Luke Wattenberg to a 4-year, $48 million extension, including $27 million in guaranteed. In addition to that, today, what did the Broncos do? They just did another one. They signed defensive tackle Malcolm Roach on a 3-year extension worth up to $29.25 million. But as we know, always the most important number here is the $14 million in guaranteed. Another core player is locked up. Guys, how y'all feeling about this, man? Because to be honest with you, I love it. I'm all about the Broncos signing their own and continuing this unbelievable culture that they have built, man. It is crazy. And it shows just how high on the team and the roster Sean Payton is. Like, he's backing up what he said, right? He might have gone a little overboard earlier in the year when he's talking about, this is his team that's got the Super Bowl makeup and they got Super Bowl aspirations. But hey, now it's all looking legit, right? We're one of the top seeds in the AFC. We're 9-2. Defense is playing well. Obviously, there's a lot of room to grow on other sides of the football, but nonetheless, they are backing up their words with their actions, man, and they continue. And let's think about the list, right? I mean, Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, Garrett Bowles, Jonathan Cooper, Quinn Miners, Cortland Sutton, just to name a few. DJ Jones in the offseason, right? One of our core guys that we brought back. And then now this year, you got Wil Lutz, you got Malcolm Roach, and you got Luke Wattenberg. So let's talk about the couple. First of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Luke Wattenberg signing because I have been somebody that's been very critical of him, I think fairly. And when I first heard the news, they didn't talk about the terms. They just said Broncos extended center Luke Wattenberg to a 4-year extension. And I was really hoping that it wouldn't be something astronomical and something crazy. And 4-year, $48 million, $27 million guaranteed. That's the most important. Essentially, a 2-year deal after this season for $27 million guaranteed. Afterwards, you can make a decision. And here's the thing. I always felt like with Luke Wattenberg, he was the weak part of our offensive line and a really, really strong O-line overall. But most importantly, I always felt like he's somebody that we could upgrade from. Now, easier said than done, but I did like the idea of bringing in some fresh young talent and building up the core on this offensive line. Because I think right now that we've had so many of our guys locked up, right? We had Ben Powers under contract. You have Quinn Miners under contract, McGlinchey and Bowles. I kept thinking, man, this is kind of what's preventing the Broncos from drafting and developing at that position. We've done a good job with some UDFAs on this team, but that's really been it. And I always felt like you could upgrade from Luke Wattenberg, but nonetheless, you also have to trust this coaching staff and this front office. The decisions that they've always made have been really good ones. And the one positive thing I will share about Luke Wattenberg is obviously we know he's very good in pass protection, but he's gotten significantly better every single year, right? I remember his rookie season. In the preseason, he was horrible, like one of the worst offensive linemen I've ever seen play in the preseason, right? And we knew he was raw. He's a 5th-round pick, and he played a little bit his rookie year. He played some fill-in duty, and it did not go good. Like, it was awful. Even PFF will be like, yeah, it was terrible. I think he played 33 snaps, or maybe 55 snaps. It was something low like that, and he allowed 3 sacks. I had it pulled up earlier. And so I'll go ahead and pull it up here while we keep talking. But it was not good at all. And then what ends up happening is that he comes in his second year, still not the starter. We still had Lloyd Cushenberry at that point. But he looked a lot better in the preseason. Still not that good, but way better than the previous year. And he played a little bit that season, and he looked better, right? So as I said on PFF, he played 55 snaps, all right? Or at least passing snaps. So he had 55 pass block reps. He allowed 3 sacks and 6 pressures. That's a terrible, terrible rate. Abysmal. Played a second year, only 17, looked better, but still not all that good at all. But then, man, did he flip a switch, right? Forsythe and him were really battling out for the center position after Luke Wattenberg had left in 2024. And, Sean Payton said it wasn't really close. He said it was not really close at all. Luke Wattenberg won it. And yes, he struggled a lot at times, especially in the run game. But I'll tell you what, he was really, really good in the pass game, and that's continuing on this season, and he has made a lot of improvements. The thing that bothers me a lot about Luke Wattenberg is his snaps always seem to be everywhere, right? But again, I feel like the Broncos, they feel like they're paying a player who was, really about 25 years old almost when he was drafted. But they feel like they're paying an ascending player, and all of the metrics and all of the stats will actually prove that is true. He is someone that is still ascending. He has not hit his peak. He's consistently gotten better. And again, obviously they love him. Obviously his teammates in the locker room love him. And there's a lot more to just snapping the football and blocking your guy and playing center. You have to be very smart, very cerebral, understanding protections, being able to communicate with your other linemen. So on that note, he's done a really good job. And I just hope that Luke Wattenberg can continue to get better. But you talk about adding to the strength of this team, right? The strength of the team is the O-line and the D-line. And all we've done is fortify those positions, continue to invest in those positions and get guys. It's the main reason why I wanted John Franklin Myers to get re-signed. That's looking a lot more slim now, but they do love Malcolm Roach. And you can tell the way Sean Payton talks about him. They love him. He's a wonderful locker room guy. This guy is an absolute behemoth against the run. Just a stud. Such a good depth piece to have for the team. And it still is going to allow for Savion Jones to kind of come into his own and develop. Ioma Uwazurike's taken another leap as well. And so we will continue to do what we can with John Franklin Myers. And who knows with JFM? Who knows? After the season, maybe we'll see. We'll see what the market shows, and you can sign him up. But unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And the thing I love about the Malcolm Roach signing is it's a really big-time value signing. Because if Malcolm Roach was going to be your starter, he's still a very solid starter. And he can do certain things very, very well, especially against the run. And you're talking a 3-year extension with $14 million in guaranteed. It's basically a 2-year deal with $14 million, with some incentives built into there. Yeah, give me that all day. That's a phenomenal number to have the guy at. So I love it. I think this is unbelievable, man, and it's just continued to show that we like to build through the core, and we're going to keep adding to strengths of our team, and I'm all for it. Now, I would still love for the Broncos to draft an offensive lineman, whether it's a tackle, guard, or a center, or somebody that can kind of play multiple positions in this draft. Not necessarily in the first round, even though I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I would like to see a young, talented player. Maybe you can risk going for somebody that's got unbelievable upside, but that just needs a lot of seasoning, kind of like a Frank Crum, but with even more talent. And build out the core continuously this way, because I do fear about the core behind them. And I don't want us to forget about drafting and developing in that position. But nonetheless, we did draft Luke Wattenberg. We did develop Luke Wattenberg at that position, so you got to love it. I think Ben Powers might be the odd man out, and we might be searching for a new starter at left guard. But, man, the way that, based off what George and Sean Payton have been showing, they might re-up him or continue. I think he might be under contract for another year. I got to look. So, they might just bring him back and keep this core. Which I love, because I think it's been such an important part of this team, and obviously in Bo's development and in the run game and all that good stuff. So amazing news, man. Amazing news. Malcolm Roach is someone that, again, every time you see 97, he's on the field. He's talking that stuff. He's really getting his guys fired up. He plays with a lot of fire. I love that. And we'll see. I'm not going to shut the door completely on John Franklin Myers returning, but I do like the fact that they got at least one of them. One of John Franklin Myers or Malcolm Roach done. I thought that was extremely important, because you don't want to just put all your chips in the basket for someone like Savion Jones to be a starter next season, or Ioma Uwazurike, because I like Ioma Uwazurike a lot. I just like him more in a reserve role. So crazy good stuff, man. Unbelievable. I don't even know who the hell the Broncos are going to have as unrestricted free agents after the season, besides, on the line, John Franklin Myers, and then I know you have like Sternad and Alex Singleton, which I think you can bring both of those guys back at a good rate if you really wanted to. So we'll see. We'll talk about the full roster in the offseason once we get here. But now it's on to the Washington Commanders, man. Got a couple of really excited videos that I'm excited about, breaking the game down, talking about keys to the game, key matchups, all that good stuff as the Broncos try to make it 9 straight wins. Can you believe it, man? It is a good time to be alive. Let me know what you think about the extensions of Wil Lutz, Luke Wattenberg, and Malcolm Roach during this bye week. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. Otherwise, till the next video, baby. Go Broncos. Peace out.